Hello and welcome to Nuclear News. The headlines: 3 major accidents of nuclear power plants. Nuclear power plants is one of the hot topics that people still debate about whether it is safe or not. A few years back, there were 3 major accidents happened in nuclear power plants that bring the overhaul of the safety on building nuclear power plants. The incidents are 3 Mile Island, Chernobyl and Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant accidents. 3 Mile Island nuclear power plant, also known as TMI, were a pressurized water reactor located at Pennsylvania, United States. It consists of 2 units. Unit 1 fully operated at April 19, 1974, and Unit 2 fully online at December 20, 1978, with capability of producing 819 megawatts and 906 megawatts respectively. The nuclear power plants were built next to a river and uses river water as their cooling system. For further information of the accident, I'm calling Mr. Hafizan, Chief Detective in TMI accidents. Mr. Hafizan?
Hello, I'm Hafizan. I will explain about 3 Mile Island nuclear accident. The accident has been happened in 1979. It was most significant of nuclear power plant accident in United States. Disaster began at a secondary system, which is heat exchange system for the second unit of TMI. The accident happened due to the malfunction of cooling system, where the feed pump and turbine has been tripped, so reactor keep warming. The result from the increasing of temperature in reactor form a partial core melt. So half of the core has been melted and destroyed. We observe it truly. It has been happened due to the human error and system error, where the operator has been mistaken reading on certain indication, and the system has been closed down due to the maintenance. The result from this accident, or let me rephrase as a lesson from the accident, keep the operator always been qualified, and improvement of procedure in operation. That's all from me. Back to Mas in studio.
Thank you, Mr. Hafizan, for the info. The second accident is Chernobyl nuclear power plant accident. Located at Pripyat, Ukraine, our researcher, Mr. Hakim, will explain more about the accident. Mr. Hakim?
Hello there everyone. My name is Hakim. I'm one of the researchers regarding the Chernobyl nuclear accident. Chernobyl is a city located at Ukraine. This accident reported occur on 26 April 1986. It is the worst nuclear disaster in the history of world. The causes of this accident: the workers at the Chernobyl reactor 4 were performing a test to see if the turbines could provide enough energy to keep the coolant pumps running if there was a loss of power. The reactor has been turned down to 25% of capacity, but problem arose when the power plummeted to 1%. They tried to increase the power, but what happened was a massive power surge. The reactor emergency shutdown failed. One of the engineers had wanted to abort the test, but was told by a senior to carry on. The pumps failed, no water flow, and the reactor started to make loud noises. Hot fuel combined with cool water will create a that couldn't escape. This lifted a 1,000-ton lid and the start of radiation leak air to the reactor and caused graphite fire. The second explosion also happened on the place of incident when hydrogen was formed by the hot water steam contacting with the zirconium. It threw debris everywhere. There are a lot of consequences and damage regarding this incident. In terms of health, it is reported 2 immediate deaths during the incident, and for the next 3 months, 29 deaths from acute radiation sickness. It also has been claimed a total of 50 people dead of the acute radiation syndrome, and 4,000 may die in future of radiation-related causes. Cases of cancer also increased by more than 90%. 25 years after the incident, 50,000 cases of thyroid cancer registered in Russia, Ukraine, and Belarus. Most of the victims were under 18 when the time of explosion. It also reported that genetic damage has been occurred to the people who's born after the disaster. Cases of microsatellite instability, which MSI, which is a condition that affects the ability of DNA to replicate or repair itself. The city of Chernobyl, which is the town itself, has now been abandoned and became a ghost town. It is stated that animals are wandering around the city, such as bears, wild horses, deers, foxes, and also a lot of stray dogs. That's all from me. Back to you, Muaz.
The third accident is Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant accident. Located at Fukushima, Japan, Fukushima nuclear power plants were considered one of the largest nuclear power plants in the world. With 6 boiling water reactors, it's capable in producing a total of 4.7 gigawatt power. The power plants were built next to sea for the supply of cooling system from seawater. A chief investigator from World Nuclear Accident will tell us more about the Fukushima disaster.
Hello, I'm Walid, one of the investigators related to Fukushima Daiichi. Following a major earthquake, a 15-meter tsunami disabled the power supply and cooling of 3 Fukushima Daiichi reactors, causing a nuclear accident of 11 March 2011. All 3 core largely melted in the first 3 days. The accident was rated 7 on the INES scale due high radioactive releases over day 4 to 6. 4 reactors were written off due to damage in the accident. After 2 weeks, the 3 reactor unit 1, 2 and 3 were disabled with water addition, and by July they were being cooled with recycled water from the new treatment plant. Official cool shutdown condition was announced in mid of December. Apart from cooling, the basic ongoing task was to prevent release of radioactive material, particularly in containment water leak from the 3 unit. This task became newsly in August 2013. There have been no deaths or cases of radiation sickness from the nuclear accident, but over 100,000 people were evacuated from their home to ensure this. Official figures show that there have been well over 1,000 deaths from maintaining the evacuation, in contrast of little risk from radiation if early return had been allowed. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
As a conclusion, nuclear power plants still need a makeover of the safety system to ensure that the nuclear power plant is secure and safe for every nation. That's all from Nuclear News. Thank you.